Hello, third grade. Happy Easter. I hope you guys are enjoying your 3-day weekend and all of your time with your family. It's kind of nice to have a 3-day weekend and the weather's been really beautiful. So right now I'm going to describe our schedule for tomorrow, which is Monday, April 13th. It's going to look a little bit different, so I kind of have a lot that I got to walk through with you guys, but let's get started. All right, so looking at our schedule for this week, we're going to start off with your skills, which your skills is going to be different this week because not only are you doing a math skills every day, but you are going to be doing a reading skills every day. So this is similar to what you've been doing over the last couple weeks. So for reading fluency, during the week, practice reading a story fluently. On Friday, please record yourself for 1 minute using your camera or Flipgrid and send it to your teacher. So you guys have been doing this over the course of the last few weeks, but what you're going to be doing this week is you don't need to send me a video until Friday, okay? So I don't need a video all of these days. You can just read and write down your scores. So something that is really important with this is you need to be reading the same portion of the book every single day. Okay, so remember when I started reading A to Z Mysteries, The School Skeleton, I read this first page and then I got on to the next page. Even though I am already on chapter 8 in the book, I need to go back and read the same part every day this week. So I can read on chapter 8, or chapter 7, I'm sorry. So I could read, because this is where I'm currently at in the story, I can read this page, and then on Monday, I'm going to record the number of the words I got down. So let's say I got 72, and it's words per minute, because it's how many words you can read in 1 minute. So words per minute. Okay, now that's how many words I read, and I don't need to send a video to myself. I don't need to send one to my teacher just yet. I am not going to send a video of it recording until Friday. Okay, so tomorrow when I read this, I'm reading the exact same portion that I read on Monday, but I'm going to try to get more words. So as you start reading and as the week goes on, because you've already read these words over and over and over again, you should be getting higher numbers. So this may be 76, maybe you get 82, okay? You're just tracking this over the course of the week, and then on Friday should be your highest score, and that's when you're going to send the video to me of what you guys did in your reading on Friday, okay? So that is your reading skills. For math skills, you are still taking 10 to 15 minutes and you are practicing your multiplication or division facts, okay? Next part is iReady Online. You're going to be doing passing 2 lessons, okay? That is really, really important that you are at least passing those 2 lessons. I see that when I check on some of us that we're starting the lessons, but maybe we're not finishing them, and maybe we're not passing them. So everyone this week has to pass 2 reading lessons for iReady if you are doing the online portion. If you do not have access to the online portion, you guys are going to be doing this second part right here. This is your offline. So it says watch, read aloud, reader's response, recount what happened in the story. So I recorded on This Is Our Class YouTube page. The read aloud is right here, Police Officers by Julie Harding. So for the whole week, if you are doing the offline activities, you guys are going to listen to that. Okay, so you just click it, and it's just a video of me reading the story about police officers out loud. And then what you're going to do is you're going to recount what happened in the story. So what was the beginning, what was the middle, what was the end. You're just going to kind of give me a summary about what the story was all about. Now, you don't have to do both of these, okay? You're either doing your iReady reading lessons or you're listening to the class story of police officers, okay? For writing this week, we're going to keep it pretty similar to what we did last week where I give you a prompt on Monday and then it's not due till Friday. So you have opinion writing is your first option. So are essential workers important members of our community? Use examples to explain why or why not. So essential workers are the people that are still working right now. So I just want you to explain, are they important, why or why not? And of course they're important right now, but I want you to describe why. And these are the 3 things that you need to be including. So a hook and a topic sentence, a body paragraph with transition words, a topic sentence, relevant facts, examples, and then your conclusions, you're restating that topic sentence. Or your other option is you can write a story about something that happened to you. So you're just going to write a story. It needs a beginning, middle, and end. It needs hooks. It needs a character, events, so what actually happened in the story, and then dialogue. Don't forget, when you have dialogue and your characters are talking, you need to be putting your quotation marks around those. Okay. Then math. For math, you are passing 2 iReady lessons. Okay. Again, it's going to be very similar to with reading. We just need to make sure we are passing those lessons. Then you see that every other day we are going to be doing an IXL activity. We did that on purpose, okay? So H14, work on for 10 to 15 minutes, hint, use resources on IXL. So when I click over to IXL, and look how great that is, 82,000 questions. That is really cool, 3rd grade, good job. So H14, so I'm going to go to learning, and then 3rd grade, and then I'm going to scroll down to H14, okay? So here I'm loading up H14. Now these are tricky ones, okay? These will take you a little bit longer. That is specifically why we said on here, use resources on IXL. So you have this button right here, learn with an example, okay? And when we multiply here, remember you just add those zeros. So you can cover up those 2 zeros. 4 times 4 is 16, then bring back my 2 zeros, okay? So you have learn with an example right here. And then you can also go down here. It says not feeling ready yet. This can help you. So if you look at this and you're like, Miss Garten, I have no idea how to solve this problem. I don't really understand what it's asking me to do. You can go down here and it says not feeling ready yet. This may help you. It will take you to a different iReady or an IXL lesson, and that's perfectly fine. So you're just going to click this one. Now this is if you don't feel ready, okay? And some of us might not, and that's okay. So learn with an example. Which model represents 2 times 23? So 2 times 23, or 2 times 10 and 3, okay? So each model is a rectangle of 2 smaller rectangles. One side length of the model is 2. The other side length of the model is 20 plus 3, which is 23, okay? So you have this as an example. And you also have down here, if you're still like, oh my goodness, what is going on? You can do your multiplication tables up to 10 to help you practice. But to show you guys and to remind you, because I know it's kind of been a while, okay? Let's do an example real quick together. So on this one, okay, I have which model represents 4. Okay, so I have 4 times 362, okay? And I want to think about the place value of this number. So I want to take this number and I want to put it in expanded form. So that means I want to stretch it out. So I'm going to look at my hundreds. So I have 3 hundreds, 6 tens, which is 60, and 2 ones. Okay, so when I look at this one and it's multiplied by 4, this would be how my table would lay out. Okay, so to solve this, cover up my 2 zeros. 4 times 3 is 12. Bring back my 2 zeros. 4 times 60, cover my 0. 4 times 6 is 24. Add back my 0. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so this right here, what you're doing on this lesson today is you're just picking which one best fits. So I want to pay attention to the number on the side, and this one says 4 and this one says 3, so I know that the bottom one is the correct one. Okay, alrighty. So that is for math, and this week for math, it only is every other day on IXL. Your word problems, remember, you don't have to do both. You don't have to do iReady, IXL, and the word problem. You can pick either the online or the offline activities. Your word problem of the day is, Ms. Garten ordered 2 dozen malasadas for our essential workers. How many malasadas does she have altogether? So you have to figure out how many is in a dozen. And if I have 2 of those, how many malasadas did I get? Okay. And the very last thing, which we are very excited for, is we are going to be doing a citizenship project this week focused on the essential workers. So essential, which means much needed, workers are important members of our community. They're working hard to support us by providing important goods and services. It is amazing how these people are choosing love during these difficult times. So right now, you may have a parent that's still working, maybe you have an auntie, maybe you have a grandparent that's considered an essential worker. I want you to think about them during this time, okay? So what you are going to be making this week is you are going to be making a picture like this of your essential worker. So this is the example that I came up with. So I thought about a grocery store clerk because when Jared and I go to Costco or we go to Walmart or Safeway, it is really important that those grocery store clerks are keeping the shelves full so that we're able to get the things that we need, which is food, dog food, all of those things that we need to keep going. Okay, so I need to make a title. So as you can see, I put the title up here, which is the grocery store clerk. The next thing I need to do is draw an essential worker. So 3rd grade, what I'll show you here is, and I will put both of these on the link so you can click to see them. This part right here, I can share this with you. This was what we did for the outline of your culture project. You can use this if you want to, but you do not have to. I will share this though if you want to print it, but you are more than welcome to just draw your essential worker as well. Then you are writing 5 to 6 words to describe your essential worker. So when I was thinking about my essential worker, I have patience, perseverance, helpful, courage, effective communicator, and hardworking. Make sure your spelling is correct on those. And then make it colorful. As you can see, I colored it in, and you can see very clearly that I even labeled, he has his little name tag on that says Costco. So he is ready to go. Also, another thing on here, 3rd grade, is I made a video describing this project. So it's right here. It's the Citizenship Essential Worker Project. So if you forget or if you don't exactly know what to do, you can always go onto this link, and this link will help you with this citizenship project. So 2 things this week that you can use on our YouTube page. It's The Police Officers by Julie Harding Read Aloud, and that's me reading the story out loud to you. And then the Citizenship Essential Workers Project. So that's me kind of just describing this project a little bit more out loud to you guys, okay? So that is your whole schedule for the week. That is not due to me until Friday. And reminders, please do not feel like you have to do all of these activities. I know that we got a lot going on right now. So don't feel like this is every single day you have to do all of these. I just want you to do what you can during this week. Okay? So that is our schedule. Remember to go to our class YouTube page to get access to those links over here. But 3rd grade, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We do have a birthday this week. It is Brooklyn Kabiko's birthday this week, which is very exciting. Happy birthday, Brooklyn. And I hope you guys have a great week. Happy Easter. Bye, guys.